offensive line is an issue for the Houston Texans. I have a name that I think that could possibly maybe be a solution. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. One of these options I think the Houston Texans could look at for offensive line help is Will Hernandez from Texas El Paso. Currently plays for the New York Giants. We're used to. And at 26 years old, this is a really good piece that the Texans should definitely look into. And when you peel back the layers of Will Hernandez, yes, this year wasn't so good for him. But 2018, 2019, he played all 16 games for the Giants, was an absolute stud for them, and showed that potential and the reason why they picked him in the second round. He was the second guard taken after Quentin Nelson that year, and for good reason, playing extremely well. And in those 2 years, only allowing 7 sacks total. Now you fast forward to 2021, played a totally different position, which he played left guard in those 2 years. Then he plays right guard. He got out of COVID. Shane Lemieux takes over in 2020 as the starter, kicks Will Hernandez out of that starting position, ended up being a reserve, starts at right guard, doesn't play so well. Remember I said he gave up 7 sacks in those 2 years? Well, 2021 at right guard gives up a total of 7 sacks, lots of pressures, many penalties that were mental errors, had 3 committed penalties in one game against the Buccaneers. He just didn't have a really good year for them going into 2021. With that being said, that could contribute to a lesser payday for the Houston Texans in terms of trying to take a chance on Will Hernandez. Can he play the left guard position? It looks like it. He played it extremely well. Can he play right guard? Not so much, and especially it being his first time ever playing right guard and then being replaced by a rookie that doesn't help your confidence whatsoever. So Will Hernandez at left guard could be a really good option for the Houston Texans. Obviously, you're going to look into the draft as well, but free agency is a good starting place for something to find. One of those options could be Will Hernandez. There's obviously several others that should be taken into account. Do they re-sign Justin Britt? Do they look at a Bradley Bozeman? Do they throw a bag at James Daniels from the Bears? There's several other options, but I think a cheap option that could be a quick plug and play solve could be a Will Hernandez. So that's it for today's video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for the notice to turn on. Drop your comments or reactions down below in the comment section. What do you think about Will Hernandez potentially being the left guard for the Houston Texans? I get it. There's some very few fans of Max Sharping at left guard, and he didn't play the greatest. I'm not necessarily losing any sleep over Max Sharping losing his starting position. And plus, you can have a competition between him and Will Hernandez, and whoever wins it out is the best man to go. You could always re-sign Justin Britt. I'm not opposed to that. He could be relatively cheap as well. And then you definitely got to draft somebody in the offensive line, if not 2 guys, where I could bring in more competition for that left guard spot, bring in somebody to really just be a plug and play, ideally for the right guard spot. Will Hernandez, what do you think? As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.